Good morning, happy Sunday morning. It's Christine Crutcher from Create with Christine, and I'm here with some live Sunday morning stamping. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether you're going to join me here live or catch the replay. This morning, I am actually going to feature a little box. I actually did not even make this one. This was a gift from my stamping team leader, Celine, and we're going to make this box. It's perfect to hold a gift card, a Visa size gift card, or some candy or a small gift. It actually has a keychain inside. And I know it's hard to see because it's silver, but I'm using the Many Mates stamp set. This is from the annual catalog, and it's on page, maybe I didn't write down. Oh, it's page 43 in the annual catalog for the stamp set. And I'm going to talk about the new mini stamp and cut and emboss machine. So here it is. It came this week. It's super light. I'm holding it with my pinky finger. And then, oh, it's so adorable. It has the little plates that come with it. Right now, it's only available for demonstrators to pre-order. So if you join my team before the end of this month, you'll be able to pre-order it. And joining is purchasing $125, but you pay $99 for the starter kit, and you get to pick out whatever you want. The machine is $60 plus tax and shipping, but if you do the starter kit deal, you would get free shipping, so you'd only pay tax. And the $60 for the machine could go towards your starter kit order. So contact me if you have questions about that. You can actually add merchandise from the January to June 2021 catalog to your starter kit order now. And then the machine is going to be available to customers starting January 5th, which is awesome because it's $60 plus tax and shipping, which is the awesome price point because at $50 you earn a level 1 free celebration product. So that's just a quick overview, but let's make the box and I'll show you why I picked this project to kind of case today. So I'm going to point the camera down. Good morning, Janine. Thanks for joining me. And just give me a minute to find myself in the camera so I can make sure I am somewhere in view. So again, here's the box and that we're gonna make. It's silver foil, Smoky Slate ink, and Smoky Slate cardstock, and then some of this metallic mesh ribbon that was actually the Halloween ribbon, but you can actually use it for other gifts. Actually, Janine, who's watching, I believe, used it on one of her Stamp Club projects for like a Christmas project. So that ribbon is super versatile, not just for Halloween. Okay, so let me get some stuff out of the way. I feel like I have like no footprint this morning because I have the machine right next to me. So let's do our stamping first. I have a piece of Whisper White cardstock, and I do need to make an announcement about Whisper White cardstock because Stampin' Up came out with an announcement to demonstrators this week that Whisper White cardstock as we know it is going to be going away. Unfortunately, the paper mill so heartbreaking with this pandemic, the paper mill that makes it is closed indefinitely due to the pandemic. So we're going to be coming out with some new products called Basic White. And if you're a fan of the thick Whisper White, there's going to be a thick Basic White. So just a heads up that that's going to be coming, and I have a funny feeling it's going to be happening soon. So I have Smoky Slate ink and my You're Just So Fabulous stamp from the Many Mates stamp set. Whoops. And I'm going to punch it out with the tailored tag. I think the original sample may have used a different punch, or she did something different with the punch. So I'll show you the difference. And of course I wanted to grab my metallic pearls, and I believe they're downstairs, so I won't be showing those, but I'll show you what I was going to do with them. Okay, so my punching is all set, and I'm going to move over to the box. So what I did just to save time for the video is I did the box. This is the box bottom. It's Smoky Slate cardstock. and it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So you might think that measurement 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, that's no big deal. But that is a big deal because it's 1/4 sheet of a piece of 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock. So making this box, you can get 4 bottoms from one piece of 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock. So it's super economical. And I did my scoring. I scored it at 1 inch on all 4 sides. But one little trick for boxes is I cut off a sliver on the 2 sides, one long and one short. I cut off just a sliver. And now I just want to take, and I like to, just fold on my score lines, and then I'm going to show you. I'm going to cut on these sides with my paper snips and just up to the score line. So on both sides, just 4 times up to your score lines. And that's going to start making your box for you. Like I said, this is the bottom. And we want to make sure that our edges are inside. So I'm just going to flip it over and put some adhesive on these 4 little squares. I'm going to use liquid glue. I like to use liquid glue. You could use tear and tape for boxes. You want something strong. So just to save time on the video, because I want to talk about the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the mini. So I'm going to go kind of quick, sorry. Oh, stay there. Give it a pinch. It makes such a cute little box. So like I said, a Visa gift card. But I went into some of my Christmas stocking candy that Santa bought at Target. And I'm going to let that dry for a minute, but I don't know if you saw these. These are the new Ghirardelli white chocolate sugar cookie. So Target is where I found these. And let's see, 1, 2, I think 3 or maybe even 4 will fit. So I'm just going to put these in here and put this aside for a minute. And for the top, I'm using silver foil. So this measurement for the silver foil is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2. And then I scored it at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. So I am actually going to fold this and cut my little marks like I did. So the bottom, we scored it at 1 inch, but the top 1/2. And I'm going to make my little cuts. It's a little bit hard to see, but I'll show you why I'm going to do this now. I'm going to emboss this with the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss mini machine. Mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Say that 5 times fast. But when I emboss it, it's going to be very hard to score and fold after. So I want to get a good score before I emboss. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to bring over the machine. Actually, let me talk about the plates first. So you get this little quick start guide, and then you get all your plates. So 3, this is printed right on it. It tells you use with your standard embossing folders. And if you're not sure, just look at the package of your embossing folders. I'm going to use the wrapped in texture. So these are just regular. If it said 3D on the text, you would use plate number 4, which it says use with 3D embossing folders. And then we've got 2 number 2s to make your sandwich, and then number 1, which tells you what your sandwich should be if you're using your dies. And I did look it up, and let's see, over 40 dies from the annual catalog can be used with the mini machine. And there's 3 mini embossing folders in the annual catalog, and you get a 2. So it's a twofer. You get 2 embossing folders. So I'm just using the wrapped in texture, and I'm going to pick this one that's kind of more like the dots. what else did I want to say about it? So the machine is going to be out to customers on January 5th. If you missed that in the beginning, is what I was talking about it. So I need 1 in 3 for my embossing folder. So here's my plate number 1 and here's 3. And just to give you a look at the difference, the full embossing, the full Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, the plates are about 6-inch wide, the platform. And this plate is about 3.5 inches wide. So you can see the difference right there. Hopefully you're seeing that. I believe you are. So, okay, so let's just jump right in. Maiden voyage. Here's the machine. I picked it up by my pinky finger. So you gotta put your platforms down, and then we're gonna go, our base is number 3, I guess. No, our base is number 1. Wow. I'm really not 100% sure now looking at this. I think the base is number 1. That would make sense. So I want to put my silver foil inside my embossing machine, in my embossing folder. Wow, I should have practiced this, guys, and I did not. And then 3 on top. And we're going to crank it through. Has a little handle. Whoa, sorry, I'm shaking the table. Okay, so, and then I can fold up my sides. So it's really compact, easy storage. And I have an embossed piece of silver foil. It's really stuck in here. So you can kind of see why I scored earlier and did my cutting. So then I could just fold it super easy. And it's so pretty when you emboss foil. Oh my goodness, it's such a wow pop. And I did not bring over like a sample that's not embossed to give you a sample side by side, but I should have done that. And let's put on, so I want my little pieces to go inside. So I'm going to put glue dots. I like to use glue dots for my foil. So on the 4 corners, the little tabs. And oops, didn't get that one. Okay, so have my glue dots on there. They're a little bit hard to see. So then fold these down and inside so that we're tucking them under. Give it a pinch. This is going to be my lid for my box. And like I said, this box holds a gift card perfectly, a Visa size gift card or some candy or a gift. So there's my lid. Here's my box that we made earlier, and hopefully, I did something, I may have done something wrong because it doesn't look like it wants to fit. Okay, so I'll check my measurements and get back to you. I may have cut something wrong, but it doesn't seem like it wants to fit. So I did make this box though, and I made it in a Christmas theme, and it did work perfectly. So I will go back and check my measurements. Like I said, it's live video, so I followed exactly what I did before. So I did make this. This is a Christmas version. So you could make it with any, obviously, cardstock, the foil that you have in your stash. And I guess that's about all I wanted to cover for creative projects for today. I just wanted to talk about the new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And if you are on my mailing list, I am going to be sending out a survey this week. If you need the new catalogs, the celebration brochure, and the new January to June 2021 catalogs. So if you've placed a product order from me in the past year, I will be mailing them out for free. But if you've not placed a product order under me, it will be $5 to mail the catalogs to you. I do have a host code going through the end of December 30th, and if you spend $25 in my store, I'll send you 5 cards as a thank you gift. If you spend over $50, you'll get 10 cards as a thank you gift, and the host code is 3WC264QH, and I'll post that in the video details below. Right now, there is a year-end closeout sale going on, and there are new products as well in the clearance rack, as low as $1.80 plus tax and shipping. So make sure you check that out if you are looking for a bargain. It's probably too late. It's definitely too late to guarantee shipping for Christmas unless you expedite an order and pay for additional shipping. So we do offer overnight shipping or 2-day shipping. And I guess I'll bring up the camera just to give the last announcement. Oh, hey Donna, good morning. Thanks for tuning in. So as my box that did not line up, but I'm gonna double check the measurements and I will post a details below with maybe say that 10 times fast. What went wrong with my measurements this morning live here. And I am going to be offering a birthday card class. It will be out to my mailing list probably next week at this time. It will be like an end of year birthday card, so you have birthday cards to start the new year. So look for details through that, and I'll post the link below if you're not on my mailing list to join. So that's it for me for this week. I'll be back next week with another project to share. And good luck getting ready for the holiday crunch. If you're celebrating Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah this week. And I will see you next week.